I'm here to talk to you today about how to prevent dementia. Our brain has is very complicated and we don't understand it all. It's much like the universe, but it's the universe in our mind. Why do people do what they do? Why do they not do what they ought to do? David Bowie style. Uh, there are ways you can prevent dementia. For me, personally, I don't want to lose my brain functioning. I don't. So I have taken to studying ways to prevent dementia and practicing them as much as I am able, and I'm doing a pretty damn good job, I might say. And the number one is walking. Do you like to walk? Even a 10-minute walk every day renews your mind somehow and gives you positive endorphins and keeps that gray matter. And the gray matter is where we process information. So if your gray matter is not up to par, you're going to get dementia. And walking helps. The meditation of foot after foot after foot, especially out in nature, but sometimes just a treadmill is enough, or walking in a small area in your home, even if the weather's bad or something. Also, eating right, fruits and vegetables are very good for your brain. And to back up a little bit, what walking does is it gets blood to the brain, and the more blood you get to the brain, the better and happier your brain will be. I visit a rest home very frequently, and when I visit it, I see a lot of people losing their minds slowly. Some of them, others, it's a stark difference from one day to the next. So I've taken to, spread what I am learning, and walking is great. So if you could sneak in a 10-minute walk, not only is it good for your body itself, but it's also very good getting that blood to the brain. Also, eating right, fruits and vegetables. We hear that all the time, but when I was a kid, they never told me why. And until recently, I started eating better fruits and vegetables at almost every meal. I'd say more than not. And I feel a shift in my body that responding to the wonderful properties that are in fruits and vegetables, whole grains, all that food that they say to eat to lose weight. Well, don't worry about losing weight so much. Worry about feeding your brain, you know. Who I can't think of anyone I know who would want to lose their brain. You know what I'm saying? Also, avoiding stress. Now, we all have stress on our systems, but a good way to avoid stress, even better, is to stay away from gossip. Last night, I was at social hour here where I live, and a man started to talk about another person who lives here and his wife. And you know what? I didn't need to hear it, so I walked away. Other people stayed, and whatever, that's their choice. But you don't need to listen to gossip. You could walk away when someone starts spewing negativity about another person in a fashion that just derails them as a person and makes them seem like they're not as good as us. Who is as good as us anyway? Famous people, we love them because we see everything. But I like the people who aren't famous and still do the right things, not for show, but because it's the right thing to do. And I would like to thank an energy named S. S is very kind. S is kinder than even God itself to me. So thank you, S, for your care and devotion. Let's see. Now my memory isn't serving me. I wrote a little essay on preventing dementia, and I can't remember what the other ones are, but I'd say, socialization. Everyone needs to socialize from time to time. Maybe not all day, definitely not all day. I need my quiet time. I'm like Sinead O'Connor. I need time to process my own life and the people that are in it, away from them, to love them more or to remove them from my circle of people. And I have a very small circle. My main people are my kids and my granddaughter. That's the people that I keep close to me, and my significant other, who I will maybe share with you one day who he is. But I'm married. I have a husband, and he's pretty cool. He's pretty fucking cool. So that's it for the show. Take care of your brains. They're the only ones you have. You can't get a new brain and a knee replacement. You do get a new knee, but most people that I know that get knee replacement or hip replacement are still struggling. So it's not worth the money, time, and effort to me. There's exercises you could do for your body to prevent knee injury and hip injury. There's stretching, there's yoga, there's lunges done safely. Hold on to a table if you're older, and always check with your doctor before you change anything drastic in your life, like starting to exercise. Make sure your doctor's okay with you walking if you're older. But I will always push for walking. I've been walking my whole life since I was a little kid on the camping trails, pounding on those pine needles that smelled so good. So take care of your brains, take care of your body, take care of your energy. Our energy is precious. Don't allow people to gossip to you. Walk away. Tell them, I don't need to hear this shit. I didn't say that. I just left because there were others at the table that were unknowingly processing evil speech about another couple where I live. So take care of yourselves. And I can't think of anything else to say. Oh, I will show you. I am in the process of writing a book on Sinead O'Connor. This is the title page. Purple Heart. She gets a Purple Heart because she was injured in life, her whole life almost. She had a lot of fun times, and that's what the star is for, to balance out why she got the Purple Heart, why I feel she deserves the Purple Heart, even in heaven, if that's a place. But she was also a star, a pop star, singer, protest singer, but she was, she had some pop in her repertoire. But she's also a star for me because she's a shining star. Chinese man style, Chinese man's theater style. She she speaks to me sometimes, not through words, but through energy. And I want to honor her. Her feast day is tomorrow. She died 3 years ago tomorrow, and she came to me the day after, but nobody seems interested in hearing about that. So I've written a few things. I'm going to share a little bit about it. The name of the book is Understanding Sinead O'Connor, My Soul Sister. She had a cruel ending to an extraordinary life. Extraordinary is extraordinary, if you want to spell it. She was abused by her mom till age 12, mistreated and mishandled by the music industry till she figured them out onesie style. Share on that another day. Child abuse, yeah. She fought child abuse, yeah. Has been toppled. She also had 3 miscarriages, which were the result of her mom beating her in the womb as she lay on the kitchen floor. And her son, Shane, took his own life a year and a half before she died. She died of natural causes, but a lot of it was that she died of a broken heart. She couldn't go on without her son. So that's a little bit. Let me see if I could. I've been writing quite a bit. Oh, I will quote this and we'll see if Substack picks it up. Sinead, this is from Sinead's song Emperor's New Clothes. I live by my own policies. I sleep with a clear conscience. I sleep in peace. How many people can say that? I can, and she could. She lived with a cultural mirror, living her life as an open book, and this cruel world often rained on her parade. But she always did as her conscience dictated to her, even to destroy her career when she tore up Pope John Paul picture. But the ironic thing was that that actually propelled her into a global stardom of fame. She was much like David Bowie. She was met with trauma, then recovered best she knew how, and once again celebrated surprising high levels of success, only to meet once again dealt a heavy blow by the hand of the universe or God or fate. But after her son Shane took his own life, her body and soul gave up the good fight to God or whatever energy takes our spirit. Honoring Johnny Cash and June Carter's fate. Johnny Cash died 4 months after June Carter passed, admitting in interviews before he passed that he couldn't go on without June. Sinead, I believe, died of a broken heart, one that just couldn't beat without her son Shane in it, and feeling responsible as a mom that she was unable to help Shane. So a mom might feel that way. So that's just a tidbit of the book. And I'm writing it in a notebook, oddly enough. I'm against storing my precious files on my phone since AI is all over it. But what did I wanted to say? Oh, David Bowie. He's going to get a whole chapter in her book. Uh, David Bowie is very special to me, and he was a huge influence on Sinead's style and music. They didn't intersect that I can find in real life, except at Farm Aid or Youth Aid, one of those, something Live Aid. Yeah, they were behind the stages together, so I'd like to think that they at least smiled at each other. But they were both pretty busy doing what they both do, music, and honoring Johnny Cash. Bob Dylan was also her influence, but I don't care very much for him. I don't like his music, and his interviews just don't really sit real well with me. But yeah, she couldn't help Shane, and there will be a chapter dedicated to suicide prevention. Also, Shane committed suicide, and Sinead tried to help him as much as she could, but who knows? It's only speculation. So I'll leave you on that note to follow me if you're interested in learning more about the brain and Sinead O'Connor and David Bowie. And you made it this far, maybe you are interested. Give it a heart if you want, but not necessary, and that's okay. So that's my show today, and I thank you all for coming, and I bid you all adieu.